And we are live. Good morning, good evening, wherever you happen to find yourself in this wild world we live in. Tonight, our scene is a scene for Darkness in Dublin, the vampire venue. We are coming to you from the Chantry of Clan Tremere, or rather what will eventually become the Chantry. For now, it is just a hotel that is closed for renovations. Katja von Essen, the Primogen of Clan Tremere, has invited Emily Stevenson of Clan Gangrel to the Chantry to thank her for the events of the former Elysium.
Yeah, and Emily will arrive by bicycle, as she has a tendency of doing. She parks it out front, gets the chain out, makes sure it's secure, and just looks at this place. Is there anyone waiting for her outside?
There would be someone waiting outside for her. A dapper-looking gentleman, older, gray.
She just nods and says, "Good evening. So you're with Katja, and this is the right place, right?"
Yes, my lady is waiting for you inside.
All right, good. Emily, for her part, looks as though she's come directly from the gym.
The elderly gentleman would lead her inside and take her down the steps and to the bar, where Katja is waiting with 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah, Emily just looks at the bar as she gets in. Takes a deep breath and just goes over and she smiles, nods. You would swear that there is something about it that just makes her hesitate a little bit, but she kind of just manages to focus and just looks at you and just says, "Good evening. Thank you for the invitation."
Uh-oh. Sorry. Gotta make sure the baby is taken care of.
All right.
He's with the boys, but he's a bit of a mama's boy, so. Anyway, Katja would look up from her drink. Miss Stevenson, it is a pleasure to see you again, this time under certainly better circumstances.
Yeah. It's. I hope you're doing all right.
I am. All is well.
Yeah,
now,
that was.
I believe I owe you after that. I may not have made it out had it not been for you after all.
Well, I mean, that's what they say. Like, the sheriff it says he owes me, so I don't know. I'm still kind of new to all of this, so.
Well, yes, the sheriff does owe you as well. I think I owe you for that a little bit myself. But never mind that. Yes, I do believe a boon is in order.
Emily just nods. She's. You can tell that she's looking quite intently at you. But at a point, as you're coming to the end of your sentence, she just nods a little bit, and then she just tries to, every once in a while, she tries to look just around you or away from you a little. Either she's distracted or there's just something off. But But
Are you
yeah.
okay, dear? You
Oh
seem
yeah. I'm
distracted.
yeah. I'm fine. It's just never mind. It's just a lot of work and it's really not. It's nothing.
I know that feeling. I've got 4 months to get this hotel turned into a proper cherry. It's not easy.
I I I can. Well, I actually can't imagine because I don't know what any of this entails. But I guess you're really busy.
Busy is a touch of an understatement, but
I didn't mean. I didn't mean to.
oh, you're fine, dear.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's. She smiles a bit. Seems to loosen up a little bit. That's good. Um. So yeah.
Katya would actually be rather endeared by the awkwardness. She,
Yeah.
she she'd find it a little cute, a little adorable.
So yeah. So will I don't know. Like the sheriff just told the master of harpies. So I'm guessing you will tell the master.
Mm, yes, indeed, I will.
All right.
Now, can I get you something other than wine? I know it's not exactly palatable for everyone.
Oh. Um. Uh. I'm fine.
Okay. Trying to make sure you're comfortable. You are a guest, after all.
Oh yeah. But yeah. And it's not like I don't appreciate your hospitality. It's just I'm not hungry.
You're fine.
Yes, yes. And but like
How did you enjoy the ball, by the way? I know I
Emily's
spoke
eyes
to you
widen.
very briefly, but
Emily's eyes widen a bit as she seems to be digging around her own head to find the right word. She just goes, This was my first time in uh, a get together like that.
wow. Did you enjoy it at the very least?
It was it was a thing. I mean, it was. Um,
It certainly was a thing.
yeah, I don't. It's not. I don't
That
know.
dance was absolutely marvelous.
Thanks. I mean, and again, she's just been looking at you, takes in your compliment. You can see that she likes it or appreciates it, but then she just kind of shakes her head and looks down again. It's just, but like I'm not that. I do a different kind of physical activity, as you can probably tell. So I'm not that good of a dancer.
1 second. But yes, I can certainly tell you are quite fit. I myself don't attend the gym regularly, but there weren't exactly gyms in my day, so there's that.
Well, I mean, I don't honestly think you need it. I mean, and as soon as she says that, Emily just kind of looks as though she wants to facepalm. She doesn't move. She just uh, looks very uncomfortable, very, very quickly as she just looks to the side. I mean, you don't seem to.
You're fine.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
take it as a compliment.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it's those things we came across in there. Is there? I don't know. I know maybe not all of us. Well, maybe very few of us even know what it's like or what they are or what happened in there. But
Yes, it was. I may be able to find something in my husband's books about it. He did keep such dark materials in his library.
I mean, from what I've heard, like Aisha is part of your clan or was, and
Was.
so
He's something entirely different now.
yeah. But I don't know. I thought maybe perhaps that you or some of your fellows could, I don't know, devise some sort of countermeasure or something to prepare us next. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's your fault or anything. I'm just saying, like, maybe.
It is feasible that we could come up with some kind of protection. I would have to look into it. I'm not
Wait,
the best. Uh, I'm not the best at blood magic. I am more. Uh, I'm what Clan Tremere in Dublin needed. I'm a friendly face who is good at politics.
Right, right. But I'm sorry. Did you say your husband?
Oh, yes. Also my sire. One and the same.
Um, Emily looks a
He's
little
long.
confused.
At that point, she'd probably notice that she does wear a gold band on her left ring finger.
So how does that work exactly?
He was my husband before he was my sire. I had no idea what I was getting into.
Oh, oh shit. I'm sorry. Like,
That's okay. He's long since met his final death, so
oh, oh. Now I feel like a jerk. I'm
it's okay. Well, the sheriff also had questions when he noticed the ring, so you're not alone. I still have
well.
plenty of fond memories of him, but there's also bad things as well.
I mean, it's gotta be extremely hard being married and then sire and all of that. I mean,
It was difficult, yes, but I've adapted. And distancing myself from him was one of the best things I could have done.
yeah, that's well. I didn't know my sire for quite some time as well. So yeah.
Anyway, on to brighter topics.
Oh yeah, right. Right.
No
Yeah.
need to make such a lovely evening dreary.
Right. So have you noticed anything since that night? Like, oh, that's not lighter topic.
It's
Um,
fine. I have noticed some nightmares, but aside from that, I'm fine.
yeah. I mean, I would expect honestly that sort of shit because oh, me and Ambrose ran into something. I really don't want to think about it. So,
I would assume that you ran into something given Ambrose's state when he came back downstairs.
I mean, I managed to, I don't know, weather it or stand again. I mean, it felt as though my head was in a pressure cooker or something, but I don't know. It was different, but I managed somehow.
You did. Ambrose, on the other hand, did not.
Well, I mean, what kind of topic could we talk about that is lighter topic? Because I'm failing.
Oh, that's fine. It's social situations aren't easy for everyone.
No, they are not.
But it gets easier the older you get.
Well,
Take it from someone who has experience.
Emily just crosses two fingers. Well, here's to hoping.
I mean, I'm
I,
not even
I,
really sure how long I've truly been alive. Well, alive, for lack of a better term now.
yeah, I do want to thank you and the others. I mean, I've really felt welcome, honestly. Like the girl Monique, the Toreador.
Oh, she's just a young thing herself.
Yeah, she is.
I
Again,
myself am new to Dublin, but I have found it very welcoming.
well, Monique is. I mean, she's really sweet, and she helped me a lot. And as she's discussing this, you can tell that there's genuine affection. Kind of. It's a bit more muted than I would say. I mean,
Do you have a little crush on our Toreador friend?
if Emily's blood could drain from her face, which it really can't because she's kindred, it would be right now. She just stares at you and just goes, "No, no."
Is she trying to lie to the Primogen?
Oh no, she's not trying. She's failing. She's lying. Yeah,
Okay.
like you don't need to roll.
Katya would just raise an eyebrow. Are you sure about that, darling?
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I?
You look
like can't like
positively embarrassed.
No, I'm not.
Having
Like,
feelings for someone isn't a bad thing, dear.
but it's like we're dead. Like we're not supposed to. Right?
Just because we're dead, darling, doesn't mean we can't have fun.
Right. Yeah. Well, well, it's a good thing that it's not really anything that's I'm ever going to consider. So it's not really something I have to worry about.
And why not?
Because it's not a thing for me. I mean, I'm not affected at all.
It sounds like you could use some lessons, my dear.
She kind of sighs. Just yeah, I tend to just not talk because then I don't get into trouble. But here I am.
Well, I can certainly help you if you like. But if not, it never hurt just telling someone how you feel.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna. No, no. I'm not gonna do that.
Ah, dear. You are a stubborn one, aren't you?
Well, that's the weird part. I really don't know what to do with myself in a conversation, and well, quite a few things. But when things happen, when the fight starts, or when action needs to be done, I get really focused and really fucking stubborn really fast. So in a way, sure.
Well, it certainly did help us that evening, but being stubborn isn't always a good thing, my dear.
I know. I know. But it's thanks for the advice. I'm just thanks. She kind of just shakes her head a little bit and just says, "Well, I mean, is this place is it a little bit too? I don't know. I mean, I thought it was a big secret or something."
Just because they think they know where our chantry is doesn't mean they actually do.
Right. Oh, right. Like the
This is
so
also a very public hotel.
right. Okay,
And
but
there are chantries throughout the world that are no secret. I mean, there are 5 public chantries in New York.
right. Right. I again, I don't know too much, so I'm not gonna question or anything. I was just curious. That's all.
As a general rule, it comes down to the clan and the pyramid, as we like to call it.
Pyramid. Okay. That's. I mean, isn't that a little? I don't know. Is that good for pyramid? Isn't that like a little? I don't know. Well, I suppose really few people know about it. So.
Yes, Clan Tremere, we have our own hierarchy amongst ourselves.
No, it's just the name, like the pyramid, just sounds a little bit.
It is a little on the nose, I suppose.
Well, it's. Forget I said anything. So, um, yeah. But yeah. Thanks for seeing me, and I do appreciate you taking the time to do this.
It's not a problem, dear, not a problem at all. You're welcome anytime you like. Come by, have a drink.
Okay. I just might. Should I call in advance or something? Just to let
Probably a
people
good
outside know?
idea.
Right, right. Do you have a number, or do I call something?
Give me your phone.
She hands me her phone.
For someone who is as old as Katya is, she fairly quickly just enters a new contact herself and hands the phone back to you.
Emily just nods, smiles, and she says, "Thanks. I will. I'll let you know if I swing by. Um, so, uh, so anything else new?
If you can think of nothing else, then I believe we can call this evening.
Right, right. You're busy. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're fine.
Well, no, but thanks. And she kind of gets up, makes a somewhat of a bow, and again, I mean, this really, I don't know, she's off somehow. Like she is quite big, not only in the fact that she's obviously trained for a significant portion of her life, but she's also somewhat tall. Like she is about as tall as a normal man, so she just kind of sticks out in general.
And she would absolutely dwarf Katya because Katya is all of 5 feet tall.
Yeah, but yeah, she gets up and she bows a little, and she will leave. She's not running, but she seems to be just hurrying somewhat.
She would make sure that, the ghoul kind of leads her out the right way because it can get a little confusing.
All right. Yeah, she just she slid out. She will find her bicycle. And unless there's anything
And
else.
with that, I think we can call it.
Goodbye.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. Have a lovely day. See you next time.